Ball Arena will celebrate its 24th anniversary in October. You probably don't get a facelift in your mid-20s unless you're on television, but that appears to be the plan for the home of the Nuggets and Avs. Kroenke Sports sent out a survey asking fans what they would think about some fancy changes inside that building. Steve Steger got a hold of it.
Arenas become economically obsolete, at least in the eyes of owners, a lot faster than they become obsolete in any physical sort of sense.
Ball Arena looks pretty good for 23, but its owner wants it to look better and sent out a survey to fans this week asking what they would think. It's hard not to notice a theme pointed out here by Victor Matheson, a Boulder native and sports economics professor at Holy Cross University.
What we have seen all across sports over the last 30 years is arenas getting smaller, but also getting more exclusive.
Exclusive. The survey actually asks about that. Rate your satisfaction with Ball Arena's current exclusivity. To me, it sounded bougie. To Matheson, it sounded like business.
Team owners have found that you can make a lot more money by selling fewer tickets but at extremely premium prices than by making gigantic stadiums but that you have to fill up with $5 or $10 tickets.
The survey from Kroenke Sports asks fans what they would think about new tiers of seating, including enhanced general seating, basically normal seats with access to a bar, new ledge seats in the first row of the upper bowl. They want to revamp exclusive club access areas like the Truly Club and Club Lexus and expand club level into some of the lower bowl.
The old days of having a gigantic swath of bleacher seats, obviously those are gone, right? And you try to make things as niche-y as possible. The data just show that it's a lot more money and a lot easier to sell a handful of very expensive things than a lot of very cheap ones.
Kroenke Sports specifically says these are just considerations. Hasn't confirmed anything yet. Matheson says if these changes do happen, it'll leave some fans with a tough choice.
Obviously, you have to decide where you're going to spend your money, and if prices are increased because they make the product fancier, you got to decide whether that's still affordable for your wallet.
So Matheson pointed out this is what happens when you win championships. Yep. Voters approved a new stadium for the Broncos in 1998 after they won their first Super Bowl earlier that year. He said one of the keys will be making sure that fans who can't afford to go to the arena can still watch the team. So the Kroenkes would have a little work cut out for them in that area. The whole TV thing is kind of rough right now.
Put the teams on TV.
Yeah.
That aside, what about us sports fans that love sports, love to go to a game, but are also tremendously cheap?
Like me? I mean, I'm looking at this and thinking in a couple of years, I'm not going to be able to afford to go to as many games as I've gone to in the last few years. Yeah. And I think a lot of fans are going to kind of come to that point, that maybe it just becomes kind of a special occasion thing rather than a regular term thing. But that's just the way that Matheson says stadiums are going these days, because people want this exclusive feeling inside of an arena instead of just like kind of that camaraderie level of bleacher seats and $5, $10 tickets.
They're going to put a party deck inside Ball Arena. All right, Steve, thank you.